Ladies and gentlemen, we are here with Split 5, Week 4 of the LCUS. My name is Kenos, and joining me for this first set will be the always entertaining, always full of energy, Sig Tau Lord. How you doing, Sig?
Hey, Kenos.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you for that. So, the first set of games we got going up here, Blitzkrieg versus Nine Lives. Gonna pop over to the standings real quick to take a look at this here, and they're down, a little halfway down more or less here, fourth and fifth place respectively. But everyone is so close to first place, Sig.
This is by and large one of our most competitive splits we've ever seen. And with these duke 'em outs, late game matches that we keep seeing, oh, I'm so excited for these 15-minute bouts we're getting ready to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for that too. And having these teams that are kind of close, Blitzkrieg has not had a 2-0 sweep yet, whereas Nine Lives has had one 2-0 sweep and been kind of beaten down in the other two. Do you think both teams are going to come in hungry?
Hungry and looking for more, as a matter of fact. I think that after getting some time with Brandana this past week, you can check out our 1v1 with Commissioner Sig on the YouTube, and he's got some energy going, and I think that there's some big things getting ready to come out of this team tonight.
Well, I hope we get to see that. I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's for sure. Both teams have been kind of hitting their stride on and off the past couple of weeks. Hoping that we see some more of that 209 lives that we saw over there. I believe that was let's see, when was that? 2 weeks ago? No, that was 2 weeks ago. All right. Well, we'll let the teams know that we're ready, and hopefully we will jump right into it. What matchup are you looking forward to the most of these between these two teams? Like what lane?
I'm really excited for this ADC bout. Got to get lucky into Vampy to Vampire. Vampy's really been strutting his stuff. This first split of his inaugural split. And this is probably one of the closest ADC matches that we're going to get in terms of team versus team. These players are incredibly similarly matched, and skill levels are very close as well.
I'm probably biased as a top lane player, but I'm really looking forward to this top lane matchup: Great Beard of Odin versus Stelio Cantos. Stelio has been really instrumental in everything that Blitzkrieg kind of wants to do, has tried to do, and has succeeded in doing. And so, seeing if he's going to be able to butt heads with Great Beard of Odin and come out on top is something really exciting for me. But we'll also get to see if the bans are leaning that way or if they try to focus on something else.
I think we're going to see a Darius ban. That's it's probably going to be guaranteed. Nasus also a very solid choice. Target bans across the board so far.
Silas, of course, was a big surprise last week. Got a lot done.
Whole lot. Even with not taking the W, it was still incredibly hard fought.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's just a lot of fun to watch, too. I mean, seeing how you juggle stealing your opponent's ultimates, I'd look forward to see more of him, but obviously not in this particular game.
If not, someone make sure you use that report tool.
Right. Alright, let's see what the last couple of bans here are. We'll see if the Darius comes out. I feel the Darius as well. Especially because Nine Lives is not going to get to pick first. Yep. Alright. So, a Moo first pick.
That is going to go very well. Chop Suey has definitely been doing his part in the jungle this split. This is his first time as a full-time player, so I'm excited to see this Amumu with him. I'm also excited for Prowler222 bring us that full year Twitch Prime sub. Thank you, Prowler. You're the man.
I'm wondering if they're going to. I mean, they're taking the Ash for Great Beard of Odin here. He's been kind of targeted a little bit lately. Or not Great Beard of Odin. Sorry, they're taking away from Gotta Get Lucky, because Gotta Get Lucky has used Ash in the past. But I'm wondering if for Great Beard of Odin, if they're going to pick up the Scion in this first set or not, or someone for him. Because if Stelio Cantos is as big a threat as I think we all know he is, they may want to get a comfort pick for Odin established early.
I think that should be a priority for this team, but we're going to be seeing some innovation coming out of Stelio Contos with this pool band out of his. So I know he's got an Olympic-sized champ pool. I don't know what he's going to play, but I don't know if you should first pick Zion into it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Getting the Sivir and more than likely the Morgana here. Very popular combo, or at least pair of champions that we've seen so far in this split.
Well, it's like picking a bot lane with water wingies. They're not going to drown. Hyper safe. Can reach halfway across the lane with just their Qs. Ooh, intimidating.
I see people starting to rotate in the chat here. Slackosaurus Rex, welcome back. Ooh, might be picking up speaking of playing very safe, maybe picking up the Ornn here for Great Bearded Vote. Nope. Last second switch. So
You'll never get that breath back.
So he's being, like you said, he's going to be playing Cyan into a blind pick, essentially. Do you think that's a risk for him?
I think it's a big risk, but I would be excited if we could see Stelio pulling out the Kled into this. I won't talk about the matchup, but I think so far with this team fight with Kled, Sivir, Amumu, Morgana, you could not ask for a cross-map engage to go any better. I think you could start at top bush in the corner and make it to bot bush in the corner before the light changed, folks. That would be a very fast team.
They head down that way, and then you have Scion coming up as a choo-choo train the other way.
Oh yeah.
Just one big headbutt there. All right, so we got the Nunu band. Couple of jungle bands here. I like it. Spreading the love around. Jungle and mid lane, the two picks left here for 9 lives. Meanwhile, top and mid most likely for Blitzkrieg.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, unless they do something weird.
Speaking of weird, thank you Sigtaw Infinite. 2 months Twitch Prime subscription. You're a cutie, you know that. We love you. Thank you for what you do.
The weak fear the shadows.
All right, so Kane ban.
Controls them.
So that Kled is still available for top lane. Interesting to see if it gets picked up or not.
If we're not going to see Kled and with Renekton banned out, another very scary choice we could see. Any of the 100 and some champions in League of Legends. Stelio Contos is probably one of the most talented players in the league. And we shouldn't limit him. I'll check my privilege. I love the Warwick coming out though. Big fan of that. That's going to be some huge presence that Chop Suey's going to have to respond to in some way.
There's a lot of reach on this team so far, which I think is very interesting. You've got the Warwick Pounce, the Scion Ultimate, the Ashe Ultimate. There's a lot of ability for this team to move and support their friends quickly. Oh. Alright. A Vayne pick. Sure.
Stelio Contos going for the solo carry, folks. He has decided this is 1v9, and he'll be taking a support with him. That's probably
what's happening. All right.
I would love that. No, it's probably Sivir Alistair with Morg mid lane. But man, how cool would it be? That would break a few rules, but I would say probably 8 minutes in, you could call it a lane swap. But I do like the Alistair pick coming out. That's going to be huge for this Sivir. Allow her to prolong these team fights a little bit and provide unlimited CC.
Unlimited CC.
I mean, short of controlling the entirety of the Senate, you couldn't ask for more power.
Oh, and Zed as well. Boy, we're getting a lot of different picks. All right, so Vayne shows up at the very least for the first time in Split 5, I believe. If not in the long time in the LCUS.
Well, if he plays it as well as he plays everything else, it was a very fun first and last game for Stelio Contos on Vayne. But I'll tell you even more than that. I could sing his praises all night, but SMG Sniper on the Alistair, I think, is an enlightened choice. He's been playing like Thresh and these more mage-like champions. Alistair's got some tankiness, some meat to him. I think it's going to be a safer pick for him. This bot lane, I think, is going to really perform well. And Morgana into Zed, I think that could go well too. It's going to be exciting.
Well, if nothing else, Morgana into Zed means that Morgana probably won't invest much in her Black Shield at all early. Um, it doesn't really have too much of a point unless you're really worried about a Mumu coming in, which has some merit to it. I'm very interested to see how this bot lane goes. Ashe and Zyra are both longer range characters, obviously. So Alistar won't necessarily be able to get close to them. At least that's the way my brain's working. Because Sivir doesn't have anything like, say, Jinx or anyone who might be able to stun a character to allow Alistar to get close to them. So either SMG Sniper is going to have to reposition well or wait for a Mumu to show up.
I agree, and I also think that I know when I play Zyra, I hate playing into a Sivir. Well, I hate playing Zyra in general. She's cancer. Press F to delete, please. Sivir with that W, she's able to clear out the plants, but more importantly, she gets so many opportunities to spell shield. She can just stay in lane forever. So yeah, there's definitely gonna have to be some restraint from SMG Sniper and Gotta Get Lucky, at least until we get some wave clear, get an item under Sivir's belt.
We have a question. Why is Nine Lives ever? I guess it's supposed to be never in the right pick order. I was complaining. Yeah, never in the right pick order. I was complaining about that earlier, and one of them reached out to me and said it's a champion ownership thing because since this is the LCUS, we don't have all champions unlocked accounts and things of that nature. So they shuffle themselves based on what kind of pick priority they're going to have and things of that nature.
That, and I think Greatbeard of Odin only has Scion unlocked on this account.
Yeah, pretty
so
sure.
we want to make sure he's last, making sure that he can prioritize that. We'd hate for anything to happen to that pick.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's basically just, it's Scion and then whatever's free this week. That's what Great Breed of Odin plays.
I can't talk too much trash talk, Kenos. The man could 1v1 me, no items, no masteries. Just name the place.
He wouldn't even need a champion. He'd just like show up and have the minions do all the work.
No, he'll let cannon minion. He'll be cannon minion.
All right. So let's pretend for a minute that Stelio Cantos is not playing Vayne right now. Looking at these teams, who do you like?
I think if they can pull it together quickly, Nine Lives have strictly the better comp. They have the better team fight. They need to end laning fast. You need to get Kantos' tower down and pressure him constantly. He's going to get out. He's going to Q away. He's going to tuck. He's going to ult. He's never going to get... you're never going to tie the man down, but you need to tax him constantly to keep him from scaling up. Because if he scales up, well, it's been a pleasure, folks. That's 30 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Yeah, I have a feeling that a lot of it's going to come down to whether or not, once again, Stelio Cantos ends up getting fed. And then he'll show up in lane and just carry like he enjoys doing. But we'll see what happens going into game one. Thank you once again as we go in here for the Twitch Prime subs, and that all of you who have Twitch Primed contributed. And if you haven't, consider doing so.
Yeah, and check out our website. This guy I'm casting with right now, one heck of a writer. Got some good stuff up on there.
All right, so 9 Lives wins this skin showdown. Isn't even a question. Doesn't even matter what the other skins are. I don't want to hear that noise. That this is a done. This is over and done.
But follow me here. Follow me here. They've done such a bad job picking arguably the worst Mumu splash art, arguably the worst Morgana splash art right now, pre-rework, and one of the lamest Sivir skins. I mean, they almost walk away with like a B rating. B is in horror movie B. I'm petrified looking at this lineup.
That's not a good enough reason, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I take back what I said. Don't go to our website.
Alright, so we're going to zoom here to get... Perfect. Alright, and if for all you playing at home, place your bets now as to whether or not my computer will blink out and crash the stream. It's about a 25% chance, I think. I may have fixed the problem. Alright, so it doesn't look like anyone's doing anything greedy here. Though, gotta get lucky. Was tempting fate for half a second there.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I mean, Blitzkrieg even doesn't even have an Alistar skin. How do you come to the LCUS with no Alistar skin?
No idea. Usually it involves not buying riot points, but But I don't know. Riot just takes my paycheck these days.
All right. So we're gonna see how these lanes go. I mean, that's the big question: is how this is gonna work out. Do you think that Great Beard Odin is gonna play aggressive? I know you're volunteering that he should, but will he?
He should, but even then, you have to take that with a grain of salt. That knock-up that he uses easily to condemn away to cancel. You can very easily get 3-hit procs with the way that I think she did go as well. Conqueror or Fleet of Footwork? Which one did she go? Sorry, folks, I didn't bring my microscope with me. I can't see that mastery choice. But either way, she can land those 3 procs pretty quick.
Gontan telling me to swap the champs. I did it before you saw it in chat. Alright, so if nothing else, Stelia will be able to get possibly a CC lead thanks to the range versus melee advantage, though Scions do like spamming that E, so maybe that won't be too big of an issue for him. Mid lane, I'm hoping for Fat Jackalope's sake he stays back a little bit, play a little bit safe. Being a support into a Zed is not the happiest place to be in your life.
No, it's definitely rough, but there's huge wave clear potential here. So if you can pressure, keep following Zed around, you can win lane very easily. Big
pressure coming out of Briho and Vampy here at the beginning. Also, potentially a bit of a skirmish here in the top river. Chop Suey had to give up on the crab. Must be a little painful for him to do that. See if he's forced to do it more in the future. SMG Sniper taken very low here. There is an Ignite in this bot lane, so something to look out for.
Yeah, Alistair's in a tough place. You got to go in, farm that relic shield and get out, man. Get in the chopper. We got to go.
Yeah, Brio going to get some of that ward placement up. Do have to look out for that Amumu, I think, especially considering how far pushed up you are. There's a lot of disables that could end up really hurting this poor plant lady that Brio has picked up. Ooh, missing a lot of CS there. Gotta get lucky. Ooh, some pressure here on Brandana. Do have Warwick coming up. Pops the hunt. Too far into tower, though. A lot of poke so far. Gotta get lucky, taken very low as well. There might be a flash here. Nope, SMG Sniper boldly comes forward. A couple of hits here and there, but he's also taken very low. You know, Sig, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel as though I'm going to miss first blood in this game.
It's bouncing around a lot. We're going to have to see. But Non-Live's definitely bringing the pressure early, like we said they need to. No need to thank us. The coach this time was free.
We do have Huge moving up here with that Warwick. This is going to be unseen for a moment. Probably going to step into the ward, trying to go collapse on Stelio here. Yeah, right, changes his mind. That was a nice slow, though. I would have been interested to see what would have happened if they'd gone in there.
If he was 6, maybe. I don't think he could have jumped there enough.
Oh yeah, I don't think the jump was there, but maybe could have gotten a flash. I don't know. With Vayne and her rolling, it's obviously kind of hard to lock her down early. But we'll see what happens. Oh, great spell shield there, but I gotta get lucky. That's the thing about all this added pressure. Sivir can just do very well at regaining that mana.
Yeah, and this is a heavy sustain lane. SMG Sniper with that Alistair passive. They're just going to live here. Set up a tent. No need to go back. We're good.
Well, they're going to need to look out on the mortgage cost on that lane here because they run low on CS. We do have a spotted mummy, so not going to get too much of a push up here from 9 lives. I'm sure Got to Get Lucky appreciates that. Get some of that lost farm.
That's one way to create pressure. Ooh, big stun coming out in the mid lane.
Yep, we do have an Ignite as well. Here comes the ults.
If the Q hits, that's it. That's it. You got a chance. One chance. Oh,
Almost.
there we go.
Oh. Good turret aggro there by Chop Suey. That is
all about managing those cooldowns, folks. Zed, incredible engagement there, but Fat Jackalope just closed that out so well.
And the worst part of it is for Brandana is that he blew both summoners there, whereas Fat Jackalope still has flash available. So that's going to be really strong for him. We do see SMG Sniper getting roped here under the tower here. Gotta get lucky, also being a little aggressive. Vampy, fortunately for them, is not sick, so there is not going to be an Ash Arrow for this. There is a flash, though. Big, hungry werewolf coming here. Flash is blown. Nice knockup. Can he get away? No, he cannot. Support picks up the kill.
Rough, but very good disengage. Very good roam on Huge. Next level awareness on the map.
I do want to throw some Fs out for Chop Suey, who did not get an assist, helping out on that kill in the mid lane. Going for the Cloud Drake now. Happy to see that getting a little bit of priority. 7-minute Dragon, not bad. And down in this bot lane, let's check out some numbers here. 300 gold lead down here in the bot lane between our ADCs. Mid lane, I'm sure, is a bit of a difference. 400 there. But still an overall gold lead for 9 lives. Big CS lead for Greatbeard Voden up in the top lane. Probably going to teleport back to lane, do you think, after going back here?
It's a smart thing to do. Keep that pressure up. Make her farm under tower.
Alright. Buying some items. Isn't moving yet, so I do have to imagine he's going to teleport. But the lane is so far pushed, maybe he'll just walk. Yeah, it looks like he's walking. He could also ult to lane.
That could happen. We'll see if he runs the race.
Alright, so down here, there is a bit of a damage spike here. I believe it's in favor of, gotta get lucky at this point, BF Sword versus Vampiric Scepter. So, gotta get lucky, may be able to win in a trade-off here. Though Vampy is 6, so we gotta start looking out for those global arrows. Oh! Going in. That is an interesting choice there by SMG Sniper. I might have blown my ult by now to reduce... There it is, but now he's not getting hit anymore, so that's kind of a waste.
Never a waste. You miss 100% of the ults you don't use, kiddos. Never a waste.
Fair enough. Alright, so Brandana, meanwhile, seems to be being a little more cautious now. Probably on notice for what happened last time he went in. Does dodge the binding there. This is... Fat Jackalope, unfortunately, is not Ashaway. Does not have 100% on those bindings. Stelio still down about the same amount of CS as we left him. Very good... Oh! Nice little hit there. We do have Huge up here, but Vayne is too far away.
You know, Kinos, I would love to see the amount of value that Sivir has gotten this game from the plants she's killed and the spell shields that she used. If we could equate that to the old mana pots, I'd love to see a money conversion. I think that would be fun. Someone do that. I'm way too lazy.
That would be very interesting. I think that mana gain from a spell shield is a very interesting stat, just because of how frequently people don't really think about how impactful it can be for sustain, especially considering the kinds of things Sivir can do with her mana pool compared to a few other ADCs. Like no one's going to care about the mana that Draven's got. Sivir in a lot of trouble here, does manage to flash out. SMG Sniper once again boldly goes in, doesn't have the ults available, taking very low here, shouldn't die. Vampy thinking about arrowing. Gotta get lucky, bravely standing in front of his support here. We do have a big 4-man collapse coming down here though, so they're probably going to dive this. Warwick is very, very hungry. They're running. They know what's coming.
Oh, yep, nope. Huge puts the leash back on. Time to go back. Get some more tower gold. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, let's get some more tower gold. There's a 4 on here, so one more hit will get them a piece of gold. There we go. Very nice. Back in the mid lane, still a bit of back and forth. Brandana still respecting some space here. We have Chop Suey and Stelio Cantos going for the Herald. Should be able to get that. Doesn't seem like anyone even has vision on it, let alone is going to contest it. A lot of control wards in this bottom river from 9 lives. Going to get first turret, I think. I don't think Gotta Get Lucky has the pressure to chase them off it.
All right, you got the tower, Kinnos. Congratulations. Lane swap immediately and continue this pressure top.
Oh,
That's just how Sig sees it.
Here comes pressure right now. We have Vayne pushing down on Greatbeard of Odin, and here comes the Rift Herald as well. They're going hard for this tower. Zed coming up to support. Here we go. Big tower hit. Oh, going in right on Stelio Kantos quite a bit there. Chop Suey comes in to help. This is going to be very painful. That's one member down. Greatbeard of Odin running under turret, but turret may not be the safest place for him. Ash arrow wasted. Went more straight on than at an angle. Oh, good kick there. Sion's got quite the leg on him. They should be fine now that Brio and Vampy are here, though.
Got a kill and lots of damage on that turret. I think that turret wrote him a check for 160 gold there, so totally worth it.
Yeah, Vayne, very good job there. Does not manage to pick up the kill, though. So up in the top lane, Odin is still ahead by about 200 gold. But still, very well done. Looks like the lane swap may actually end up happening here. 9 lives. Bot lane pushing here, pushing very aggressively. Going to get a lot of tower gold from this push here, I think. Chop Suey is spotted as well, so they know that he's lurking. And they got a control ward in case he decides to hop over the wall. Another Cloud Drake coming up. We do have Brandana sweeping through to make sure. Looks like he's just waiting. Maybe not. Waiting for the Warwick. Does get spotted all sorts of ways, though. So yeah, 9 lives. Definitely applying pressure, but it's impressive to see that Blitzkrieg's keeping up.
Well, you want to bide your time on Blitzkrieg. Prevent major gains. Just slow the match down, drag it out. Let Vayne, let Sivir activate, and then just write your win.
I mean, we'll see about that. I'm interested to see how this works. I would have liked to see maybe someone like Galio in the mid lane. Instead of Morgana, if you're having a team with 2 ADCs. But I guess we'll see how well Morgana does.
I can agree, but I think she provides a necessary CC that having a Vayne top prevents.
Oh!
Ooh, big spell shield! Ultimate coming out!
Yep. Amazing spell shield there. Protected herself at the last second. There is the joys of the spell shield there.
The stun tent makes it out.
Focusing on Tormented Soil first, so definitely very farming, less aggressive capture style there. So the bot lane has switched to the top lane. So in a way they did take down Kantos' tower first, because now Kantos is in the bot lane.
Well, there for about 2 minutes we had, a minute, being real. SMG supporting Stelio, so exciting.
And now we have Greatbeard of Odin in the mid lane. That's interesting. Looks like they're going to try to aggressively push this tower down. Vayne and Amumu coming through to help out. Amumu should clear this very easily. Not to mention, Jackalope should be able to do it as well. Doesn't have the best best items in the world, though, here on Jackalope. I'm hoping to see some better ones on him soon. So in your strategy for this particular game, then, would you have Vayne just kind of living in the bot lane farming for the next 10 minutes?
I wouldn't say 10 minutes. I think that's going to depend on what happens topside. You see these junglers kind of sparring it out. Oh, big whiff with the Ash arrow there. Chop Suey probably not going to make it out. Ash does close it out despite a whiff with the ultimate. Incredibly well done by 9 lives. I think that it's going to depend on what happens with this top lane. If you need Kantos to be other places, then you move him. You want to prevent any more snowballing from happening. It looks like, yeah, he is prioritizing assisting the team.
I do like these deep jungle wards by 9 lives, able to pick off a Mumu. Basically whenever he heads to the top of his own jungle. Next dragon will be Ocean, so a little bit of a change up there, but 2 clouds on a team. That'll really help them considering they don't have the movement abilities of Sivir to help them close gaps and things of that nature. We do see some of that speed right now as Brio comes forward very aggressively. Throws down a lot of plants there. Gotta get lucky, has to fall back. Stelio waiting in the wings, but I think sees that there isn't really any helping. Gotta get lucky right now. Just decides to fall back.
No, and this is where you see that Zyra start to stabilize into the Sivir pick. She can throw out more CC than you can spell shield effectively. So here's where it starts to pay off. Shame that they lost that tower so quick, though.
Great Beard of Odin doing some split pushing now, as he is so well known to do. This bot lane's very low. I'm betting Stelio really has his eyes set on that.
Oh, it's attractive. I mean, we all know how those towers look. They stare at you, thinking they can be all attractive. No. Be strong. I believe in you.
Alright, so Brandana's staying in lane as well. Going up again. Oh! Got a little bit of a gank here. Just kind of putting SMG Sniper on notice. Might go for this tower. Get a couple of hits in. Vayne and Morgana collapsing. Eats a tower shot. I don't know how much more they're going to get done here. Oh! Almost gets caught there. That could have been big. Huge here as well to help out. 9 Lives keeps making these plays in the mid lane.
Well, it looks like a lane you should attack. I mean, you got Morgana mid. What are you doing pressuring anywhere else? But you're showing the resiliency of Morgana in this pick.
Oh, gotta get lucky once again. A little bit of trouble here. Does manage to land the mana. Brio has to pop. Oh, see, kills were missing up here. All of 9 lives getting picked off. Quite impressive.
We're reaching that stabilization point. Blitzkrieg with that Amumu pick. Mwah! C'est magnifique. You saw that ultimate. Ken, I was able to lock down that lane, make sure that they couldn't fight in anymore. Ooh, big ultimate. Vampy the Vampire throwing down that ultimate. Gotta get lucky, flashing away. Brio keeping the pressure up. Keep that poke going.
Oh man, Vampy taken very low by turrets. This could be Blitzkrieg's first dragon. I gotta say, there have been a couple of splits in the LCUS where Morgana has been a big star, but I think, or Alistar has been a big star, but I think Amumu is the real headliner so far this split. He has had so many clutch ultimates across all the games that he has been in that have really helped swing the tempo one way or another.
Well, he's new Zac. It's really hard to whiff the Amumu ult. Zac, yeah, you can bring the tank back. Nobody wants that. But Amumu, no. Press R, get the stun, get the kills, go home.
1 minute until Baron's up. I don't think anyone's in a position to really go for it right now. But 9 Lives once again trying to get this mid turret. Unfortunately, they don't really have an opportunity there, but it's the only outer turret that's still standing. Got Stelio once again in this bot lane. Odin as well. Blitzkrieg really's got to start picking up some turrets here. Though they are almost equivalent in gold even without turrets, which is a pretty big deal.
It's a huge deal, and a lot of that is on the shoulders of GBO right now. Setting at 152 farm, a lot to be proud of.
Oh, good snare there on the Zed. He'll probably try to jump out. Oh, gets knocked up as well. He might get picked off. Jackalope gets the kill. Oh, Minion taking a prison there for the team. Otherwise, Brio would have been in a lot of trouble. This Zed really not working out for Brandana. 0-4.
Well, he's playing against one of the safest teams in the league right now. A huge getting that flash, trying to escape, but he's too deep. He's in enemy territory. Got to get lucky throwing the Q out. Stelio Contos goes with the flash. He does get that. Going in. Oh, might get the kill. 1 for 1. Huge going down, but not going down alone. Sivir going down. Got to get lucky. Maybe next time, buddy.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we're going to have a big team knock-up here. Turns around the other way. That's going to be a dead support. Maybe more. Here comes Stelio picking everybody off. Great turnaround by Blitzkrieg there. 9-3. Still only 1,000 gold up at the moment. Might be a little bit of knock up there. Nope. Great Prevoden trying to hold the line, but unfortunately, there's only, at the moment, really one tank on 9 Lives' side, since good old Warwick over here is going more damage. At least at the moment.
It looks like he is building that, the Health Hydra, whatever its name is, you guys know. Type it in chat. But he did go Cinder Hulk, so it looks like he is going to be reaching into that back line, trying to survive a little bit more. But compared to the tankiness you get from an Alistair and a Mumu, yeah, not even a comparison.
Grigosaurus Rex asking who got Herald. That was Blitzkrieg. They used it up in the top lane. Got some gold for it.
Kinos, don't we all use Herald? When was the last time you said thank you to Shelly for all she does?
I've never thanked Shelly for all she does. Ashe getting a lot of damage there thanks to the combo from Morgana. I don't think I need to thank somebody who we have to force into servitude.
Oh, that will look really good quoted on your gravestone. That's some that's some quality quotes right there, folks. Next time you want to let Kinos know something, just throw that quote out for us.
We got the Earth Drake coming up next, spawning in about 1 minute 40. Will definitely be something that I think would help Blitzkrieg quite a lot, because they need to get a few more objectives under their belts, I think. Really start trying to close this game out.
Shout out to Trufflesaurus letting me know it was Ravenous Hydra. Thank you so much, Truffle. You're fantastic.
Huge spots Fat Jackalope here, but this controller is going to take it down. We need a few more wards out from Blitzkrieg, I think, here. Get a few more aggressive wards. Put some in, like, the bush over here by the mid turret or something like that.
I think that would spruce some things up. Definitely provide the vision that's going to be so important over this Baron fight right now.
Yeah, assuming it's coming. I don't know. I feel like whatever team at the moment would initiate the Baron fight would end up losing.
I think it's going to come down to the pick. If we see NL pick up that pick, if they can get, say, Lucky or Kinos, then that'll be it. That's when you go after Baron. Where with Blitzkrieg, I think you're safer trying to engage this. Try and force the fight. You definitely got the power right now, and you've got the Amumu for the team fight.
And you got the dead Zed, possibly. Whew, almost gets picked off there. Oh, Warwick coming around the other way. Don't want that, though. Oh. Here comes the Scion. This is basically forcing the fight. Let's see what happens. Runs right on the Amumu. All the damage on this poor little Amumu. He might go down, but the ult does come out. Scion taken very low, and everyone else should get cleaned up now that the tank is dead. Let's see what happens. Stelio here cleans up the Ashe. Lack of tankiness really hurting him here.
It was non-lives fight all the way up until Amumu wasn't CC'd anymore. The second that Scion ultimate ended, the second the Warwick ultimate ended, you pressed R, Blitzkrieg won the team fight.
And that's really some of the power of tanks and why I emphasize them so much. They have certain abilities that your opponents are really, really scared of, so they focus on the tank a little bit sometimes, and there goes all their damage and the tank still lives.
Oh, wow. Big plays. Chop Suey taking some big risks. He's the smite. Get back in there, buddy.
They should get it, though. Looks like that was interesting for half a second. They looked like they weren't trying to get... They were waiting on the smite.
Oh.
5-0 on this Morgana. 4-0 on the Vayne.
Actually, it was Titanic Hydra. That's what he bought. So, whiff on Truffle and I. We'll do better next.
Slackosaurus correcting the other sources. 9 lives going for this Earth Drake now. 4k gold deficit that they're going to try to have to overcome with this. Still only 2-1 on the turrets, though.
Yeah, we do see Ace calling it out in chat. Zed needed to snowball. Morgana's super safe lane. That was what Blitzkrieg decided to do. Keep it secret, keep it safe. Work for the ring bearer, it'll work for you.
Finally, Blitzkrieg is going to push down this bot turret. 2 little shots from an arrow. You wouldn't think that could take down a stone turret, but what do I know?
SMG Sniper might join him for game 2 after clearing out all these control wards.
Brandana really out of position here. He's going for this turret, so this is going to be a 5v4. I don't know how I feel about this. Chop Suey is just like, I'm going to pop my ultimate, guys. You better run away, and they do. They do get the mid turret. So 3 for 3 on the turrets right now, but they really needed their 5th member to come in here and help them out. I think a big Zarya ult is kind of what they need here.
That could do the damage, but I think that's still safe enough. You just want to poke, wave clear, and move on. Let Zed get there. Let him get in that back line. This is a flank opportunity, Kenos. I hope we see that.
Well, we do have Zed just kind of sitting here waiting for a moment to kind of teleport in. There is even a ward thrown down. Okay, here comes the big ult. It hits 2 of them. That's 1 down thanks to the big headbutt on the Ashe. Alistar is dealing with that Scion. Not enough damage from the Zed, able to do anything about it. They're just ignoring the rest of the team. They're going for this inhibitor.
I think they're going to be going for the win here. And those got the Baroned up minions. Just push it down top. Got 20 seconds before Vampy comes up.
I don't know if they're going to be able to get it here. That's the big Briho ult. Unfortunately, doesn't quite work out. Scion ult doesn't work either. Warwick trying his damnedest. Can't get quite anything done. Owls are taking a ton of damage. Got to get lucky doing a good shot put here. Yeah, that's going to be a dead Scion as well. Brandana is going to come back. We do have Vampy here as well. I think they're going to at least end up forcing things back. They kill the Alistar, but I don't think they have any real fuel to get anything else done. A lot of dead turrets, though.
A lot of dead turrets. That just goes to show, again, the point you were making, Kenos. Mad respect to the tanks. Taking those deaths so that the carries could get out. That protects those bounties that were sitting on Morgana and, Fat Jackalope and Stelio Kanto. So that's money in your own bank when your opponent doesn't have it.
Absolutely. Still, we got the 4-0 still in the vein. 6-0 now on the Morgana. A 6-0-7 Morgana. What a crazy game. Alright, so if you're 9 lives here, you're basically trying to farm up and hoping to maybe get some overconfidence picks at this point, I would say.
That would be a big part of it. If you are going to engage, you engage on wards. You don't fight. You fight on your terms in a well-warded area. Get the pick. Well, you got a Warwick. What are you doing? Press R, get some kills, start putting some money back in your way. It's only a 5k gold differential. You can do it. We believe it.
Yeah, I don't think this game is necessarily over. 9 Lives just needs a little bit better engage. But here comes Stelio Kantos picking off Brio right away. Does throw out the big ultimate, but unfortunately there's no one there to follow up. Stelio going hard, focusing on this poor Scion who does flash and ults to get away. Probably didn't need to do that.
I don't know. Stelio's pretty scary right now.
He is very scary. They're just giving up this turret.
Blade of the Rune King, completed Infinity Edge, Quicksilver Sash, can't hold him down.
Morgana did finally get items that I approve of now. We got the Zanyas, we got the Landrys, we got the Lutens, all very good stuff.
10 sacks on a Dark Seal. Upgrade that. You're worth it, baby. Buy something.
Yep. She's sitting on 700 gold in the bank, so probably not wanting to spend that right now. Ocean Drake fueling up Blitzkrieg. They got the only Drake they needed. Help with that sustain. Push a little bit more.
That was it. That was the big goal. 1 Drake. All right, we get in now.
Oh, Chop Suey pulled in here. Amumu comes in to help. That's going to be a dead cow. Oh, no, not the cow. The other way around. Dead Brio. Big plays here by Huge, trying to get something done. Gets pushed back. Scion gets pushed into the team, but isn't able to do too much about it. Might have been scarier, but unfortunately that damage is just too severe from the ADCs. Mid lane goes down completely unassisted. And this is a 5-man against 2 push here. Vampy and Brandana running for their lives. Vampy unable to dodge the Amumu. Amumu trying to go for this solo kill. Might get it. See what happens. Very low. Yep, Chop Suey gets more or less a solo kill. And that's going to be game 1. Blitzkrieg with the slightly unusual team comp. Stelio Kantos and Morgana. Big story.
Exciting to watch. I think pick ban had something to do with this outcome, but you can't downgrade or downplay the amount of impact that this team had in winning this match.
Yeah, it was really impressive because, as we noticed earlier in the game, they were down, at least in tempo, quite a bit. Nine Lives did exactly what you said they should, where they grabbed that first turret and they tried to run with it, but unfortunately they just kind of got overwhelmed by some good Amumu plays.
Well, you get that tower. You probably needed to let your Zed snowball a little bit more, and he probably could have done that with some rotations. So that might be something we see out of this Nine Lives roster going into this next game.
Kind of painful stats here, your support having the most damage on your team.
Oh,
That's not
well,
something you want to see.
I call that Tuesday, son. But no, Zyra, incredibly dangerous pick, and that's total damage to champions too. So that's a pretty scary number.
Yeah, she was getting a lot of that good poke down. We saw that very early on. Poor Slackosaurus, 0-1 on predictions. It's okay, you got 5 more games to come back. All right. So with that, very impressive showing by Blitzkrieg here. We'll be moving on to game 2 in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.